Hello and welcome to another edition of the SABC News COVID-19 Global Wrap. I'm Busisiwe Khadebe, and this week I'm bringing you highlights of the coronavirus pandemic around the world. However, before we get started, let's take a look at some global statistics. Over 539 million cases have been recorded globally, with just over 511 million recoveries and over 6.3 million deaths to date. So far, Africa has recorded over 12.1 million coronavirus cases, with some 11.3 million recoveries and over 255,252 deaths. South Africa, on the other hand, has close to 4 million confirmed cases, with 3,975,062 recoveries and 101,448 deaths. Staying with South Africa, where the government is offering an extra booster dose of the Pfizer vaccine to people aged 50 and up whose last vaccination was at least 120 days ago. According to the Health Department, the Pfizer jab has been shown to be both safe and effective against the coronavirus. Meanwhile, COVID-19 vaccine maker BioNTech has announced that construction of an mRNA vaccine factory to serve Africa will begin in Rwanda. It comes after the biotech firm pledged to secure mRNA vaccine production on the continent, where inoculation rates have fallen far behind the rest of the world. Construction is set to begin on June 23. In international news, the World Health Organization announced on Thursday that its latest investigation into the origins of COVID-19 was inconclusive, owing largely to a lack of data from China, adding to its years-long efforts to determine how the pandemic began. In the United States, pre-orders for vaccines for children under the age of 5 have been slow, but senior Biden administration officials say they are not alarmed and expect the pace to pick up once federal approvals are received later this month. The administration expects vaccinations of young children to start as early as June 21st if the U.S. Food and Drug Administration and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention approve the vaccines next week. In Asia, China's capital city of Beijing shut down entertainment venues in its Dongqing district from Thursday in an effort to contain a new outbreak of COVID-19, according to the state-backed Beijing Daily. And in India, 7,240 new infections were reported on Thursday, the highest number of daily cases since March the 2nd. And finally, in Europe, Prime Minister Boris Johnson said Britain was out of sync with the other OECD countries' growth cycles because the country emerged out of the pandemic first and had a faster recovery.